All right, Sean 1, this is part 2. All right, so you have to remember that guy is the brother in the video speaking, the Asherel Moore. All right, so right here, this book, all right, says, what's it? Come on, computer. All right, it says the fate of Israel vary in different lands where they sought refuge. Those who escaped to Morocco, Algeria, found an inhospitable reception. Many were sold into slavery. All right, so the Moors and Jews were sold into slavery. How they came to Spain to Portugal. And it got me wondering, that guy's last name is Moore. All right, so most likely descendant of the Moors from Spain, Portugal, or even England, Irish, or France. All right, but the Moors are Israelites, right? Because they fit the prophecies in Deuteronomy 28. All right, so another case is this guy named Robert Purvis, an abolitionist. Let's see what happened to his grandmother, right? And this is an important reason. You want to shut Esau down. You want to shut these Pan-Africans down. All you gotta do is just bring out the history of the Moors and the Jews that were kicked out of Spain and Portugal. All right, it says Robert Purvis, an American 19th century Boston, and his Moroccan grandmother Dido. All right, so she says right here, his maternal grandmother was Moroccan freeborn woman who was taken as slaves to the United States, Deuteronomy 28:68. It says the account which Robert Purvis repeated several times is that his maternal grandmother, Dido Bardaraka, was born in Morocco, wrote Margaret Hope Bacon her book once Race, the life of Robert Purvis. Historian recalls at the age of 12, Dido was captured by a slave trade along with an Arab girl. The two girls had been lured to a mile or two out of the city where they lived to see a deer that had been caught before they was captured. They were seized, bound, placed on the backs of camels, carried to a slave market coast of Morocco. Bacon wrote, Purvis' grandma was then loaded on a slave ship and transported to Charleston in 1766. All right, so there was an Israelite living in Morocco. All right, and those like said, well, Moroccan slaves they did, man. He's involved in slave trade, man. All right. It says the Arab girl Dido was free in order to keep peace with the barbaric pirates. Number J's. All right, barbaric pirates. They want no smoke from, all right? Yeah, some Jakes was like that, man. All right. It says, however, Dido was kept and sold to a woman called Miss Herodes. The latter educated Moroccan slave treated her as a companion, left instructions she to be free and given a new of $60 when Miss Diaz died. All right, and I believe also Purr was of Huguenot too, man. All right, and those number of Moriscos, and Portuguese so far the Jews, man. All right, came in America and made money. Live at free people color, enslave their own people, sell the ports over here in the slave. There's like from Spain, Portugal, West Africa, and here in America, the Nordic Kingdom, so-called Native Americans. All right, and the rest of Gad, and the rest of the tribes throughout the Americas. Right. But anyway, man. All right. It says this was this interesting guy last name Moore, man. All right, here it go. Some more. All right. Salah. All right. Let's see. You can see right here it says, wait a minute. Trying to get something. Let's see. Oh man. It's not it. Salah, just be patient with me. right, but I gotta read this page 18 from the book called Service of Allah. All right. Peoples into Islam. It said the Spanish, notwithstanding, Bozell people coming directly from Africa reported because the trained Latinos could not meet the demand. All right. Those number Israelites who grew up in Spain, Portugal, all right, whether it be the Moors, Jews, or J. was brought there. It said Nicholas de Ovando governed Hispaniola. Hispaniola today, the Dominican Republic in Haiti. All right, it says consider the training Brazil a bad policy as complete stop to importation of Africans. Number Israelites in 1503 after the first slave uprising in the New World led by the Wolof in 1522. Royal decree May 11, 1526. Petition forbade the introduction of Gelos, Wolof, Negroes, blacks from the Levant, that's the Middle East. All right. So they just international Africa, those who have been raised with the Moors, number Israelites. All right. People from Guyana, while a special license of Casa de Contracción, which regulated slave trade, put levies on the slaves. All groups that the decree prohibited were either complete or mostly Muslim, but these were Jews too. All right, Jay, that wasn't into it. All right, it says right here the Levant. All right, so it's not people from the Middle East. All right, so it's pretty much it's interesting, man. All right, and this is you know the right here, because you don't see right here in this video. He said rich history, and that's the history that they don't look up. They're in Chicago, which was home of. All right, you can see what he says. All right, watch this. All right, watch this. Mona itself, he's the national spokesman for the African. And again, I do not own the clips to these videos. All right. I'm gonna show this again. All right, this is for educational purposes. I do not own the visuals or the audio to it. This is for educational purpose. Section 107, copyright provides statutory framework to determine what something is fair use, identify certain types of use such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. As examples of activity may qualify for fair use. All right, so this is for teaching and scholarship and research. All right, you can see right here, right? Hebrew Israelites of Jerusalem. So first of all, tell us more about your community and when this movement to Israel began. Well, thank you very much, Natasha, for having us on this evening. Well, there's a very rich history of tribes across Africa tracing their descendants to the land of Israel. He said rich history, right? Well, I just showed part of history. The other part of history were descendants of the Israelites that ran. Because the ones just show you how the Israelites from the late 15th century had kicked out Spain and Portugal and brought to the Americas. So this Israelites, their traditions when they was in Africa. All right, where is that? Yeah, somewhere. This is book Ebo Israel. All right, it says it says Ghana Empire. They ran this in Africa 70 A.D. All right, and over the 1800,000 years they reached to the west coast of Africa. It said Ghana Empire 300 1200 A.D. had nothing Arabic in it, but spoke a language with an As mixture or Arabian. There's no Hebrew, Egyptian, Berber elements that the Judeo-Syrians spoke when they arrived in Arkor, southeast Mauritania. All right, see there it goes. That's part of Morocco. All right, that's part of Morocco. I said it was the Hebrew invasion from the north that culminated in the Jewish kingdom of Ghana, according to the Arab Chronicles. Existed as kingdom before 622 BC. All right, just the history that vocab alone would never get into it. All right. It is believed the Ashanti of modern Ghana had many Hebraic practices when the guys had rich history. All right, he says some of the tribes of Africa. Right, it says some which shall be mentioned are migrants from the north in the rainforest, belt of West Africa. Ashanti literally mean because of wars. All right, Psalm Ward 10 because they worship a supreme god called it's really Yama. Yama similar to Hebrew Yahweh, which is Yahweh. Though above a pantheon of intermediary gods. Alright, breastplate of the herald, right? And also they had a son of Yama, which is Yahweh, which is Yahweh Shai. Alright, and Jake over the years they look a few things they going off on, Right, but in military it's basically Yahweh Shai. It's our mediator, right? And also Most High use the prophets to talk to the people of Israel. Or he sent an angel, they could also be they're not the mediator of Yahweh Shai. Like they not the mediator as Yahweh Shai set up to be, right? But they'll use as a middleman to warn Israel or to tell them something, All right. But not on the level as Yahweh Shai. All right. But anyway, just to clear that up. All right. It says breastplate of her Asadi had 12 parts worn like ancient Israel high priests, oath drinking akin to scriptural bitter water, bloody sacrifice were sprinkled of the blood, altar, doorposts, ceremony, ablutions, purifications, menstrual seclusion, uncleanness after childbirth. All right, it says floggings with 40 less one strokes, new moon festival, even practice of human sacrifice found. All right, just like in Jake going off with that Canaanite sacrifice to the Canaanite gods, man. All right, that's what Jake over here, man. All right, they violate the law, statute, and commandments. So they have me Father, man. All right, let's see right here. Okay. So play the rest of the night.
And it also extends into the Americas, where many of the tribes were taken during the slave trade. In fact, there's a book by Professor James Landing out of the University of Chicago called Black Judaism, the History of an American Movement, which traces the presence of African Americans who trace their descendants to Israel back to the 1500s. So it's quite a very rich history that then in 1966, at a Beta Hebrew Cultural Center in Chicago, which was home of one of the many Israelite communities in the Americas, Ben-Ami, the spiritual leader of our community, and the founder of our community, had a vision.
All right, so you go down here, I'll just show you the comments. And it's a blessing to get out of that land, man. Come on, have a right shop in there. LOL decided they are Jewish because the guy had a vision. It's not hard to see why they are not considered Jewish, which he was golden gun correct, right? They're not Jewish, they're actually Jews. All right. They're actually Jews, and that's why in that basic law of freedom, what it says, where is it? This is from JewishVirtualLibrary.org. Because Israel don't have a constitution. The state of Israel. It said basic law, human dignity, liberty. All right, let's see. Where is it? Come on. Yep. All right, it says purpose. The purpose of the basic law is to protect the freedom of occupation in order to establish in a basic law the values of the state of Israel as a Jewish and democratic state. Jewish, right? Those right here, these people right here, they are not Jewish. They are Jews, right? Jewish means something like ish. The suffix ish means like the characteristics, like, but not exactly. Like my shoe is blackish, not exactly black. And my shoe is bluish, but not exactly blue. Right? These are Jews right here. Right? The people that's occupied their land, the Edomites, the head tribe Amalekite, those are Jewish. All right? So this is what Esau does, man. All right? You have to look into words. All right? So basically, on paper, yet now they have a right, according to the Sapar, the book, the Bible, all right, to be there as a people. But Esau's born to this time. Yahweh have to take Esau down and put them back in the land, not being on me. All right. So yeah, it's correct. That modern day state is, they call themselves Jewish and Israeli. Jewish means something like a Jew, but not exactly. Like a girl's acting boy, she not a boy, but she acting in a boy like a boy. All right. So the same thing right here. I'm gonna say it again. Jewish acting like Jews, but they not the real Jews. Those people that the Amalekites that run their land, they call themselves Israeli. Israeli means citizen of modern day state of Israel. Israelite means one who is this connected or descended from ancient Israel. All right. My phone went along try to get something. What this woman say? If I had enough time, I'll just basically sum it up.
There's not many offices that you can go to affect that kind of change. But historically, we've been able to work with a various number of personalities which have come to our aid and worked with us to help advance, not just for us, but for all of Israeli society. We feel like we're a very unique community and have brought a lot to this to the country, both nationally and internationally. And we feel like it's an advantage to all of us to work together and continue in that pattern. So, if there was...
Right, so he said right here, what they did, they contributed a lot, man. They participated in everything. Right, but guess what? Esau don't care. All right, Amalek don't care, man. All right. And that's in the scriptures, right? Let's see the wisdom of Solomon, and Salak. We got the children over here. All right, so wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. All right. It says right here, Wisdom Solomon chapter 5 verse 1, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face such as afflict him, and made no accounts of his labors. Made no accounts of his labors. Alright. So that's what's going on right here. He said, oh, we did this, and we did that. Hey, but Esau don't care. Alright, so I'm gonna play that again. Alright.
Society. We feel like we're a very unique community and have brought a lot. We're trying to find someone who will listen and take some proactive position seeking to cancel this order. There's not many offices that you can go to affect that kind of change. But historically, we've been able to work with a various number of personalities which have come to our aid and worked with us to help advance, not just for us, but for all of Israeli society. We feel like we're a very unique community and have brought a lot to this to the country, both nationally and internationally. And we feel like it's an advantage to all of us to work together and continue in that pattern. So, if there was...
He not account your labor. He don't give a damn. All right.
Any message that you could send to the Israeli government and to people who are watching this and want to learn more about your community and understand its role here in Israel, what would that be? I would say to the government, reflect the character of your people. The people of Israel have embraced us and we have embraced each other. And if the government...
reflect the character of your people. All right. All right. Even though you have our own people that's in there besides them, all right, those that came from Morocco and Yemen, all right, but Esau dominates that society, man. It says you gotta tell my people they bugged out, man. They bugged out under that modern day state of Israel, man. Let me see, the king, wicked, all right. set. Let me try to find that scripture. Slock. Let's set Proverbs. King servants. Just be patient with me, y'all can. Let's see, Proverbs. Trying to find it. Man. Oh man, I can't get it. We said the king was king wicked, the people wicked. Right. Oh man, let's see, Proverbs 19. Wait, hold on. Oh man, I hate that. Man. Oh man, I gotta find it. Just hold on, Arkin. Just bear with me. I'm trying to find this scripture. Just bear with me, Akim. Hold on. Found it. All right, Salah Akim here. Found it. All right, it says. Let's see. It says. Matter of fact, let me get this. Psalm 29. It's a lot for the delay. I just want to get that spiritual way. As usual, man, overlook it, reading too fast. All right, it says. I'm in Proverbs. I ain't mean Psalms. All right, so Proverbs 29. All right, 12. All right. Say Proverbs 29 and 12. All right, it says right here, if a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. Right. All right. Because the Edomites in that land, and those are their own brother, those are at the seed of Amalek. Right. The ordinary citizen, those that rule, they don't care, man. All right, they gonna go on the program, right? Because it benefits them. Just like here in America, the Edomites over here, they ain't gonna never, sympathize or try to sympathize with the plight of the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans over here, or come to their aid. Why? Because they benefit off of it. All right, they benefit off our oppression. All right.
Women will likewise do the same. We would be able to continue to work together.
It's a lot. We have teenagers over here. All right, so it's a lot for all the noise in the background. All right. Just hold on for a minute. Hey, baby. Baby. Yeah. You too loud, okay? Tone it down. All right? All right. It's a lot. It's my niece. All right.
That show forth a great deal of light to the rest of the world, which is being torn apart by racial hatred, religious hatred, and all kinds of divisions being played out on our screens every day and on the news programs. So I would say, reflect the character of your people, reach out and embrace us, work together with us, and solve problems. And
let's show the world. Gonna work for you, man. You are contrary unto him. All right. And let's go back to Genesis. Genesis 25 verse 25, all right? You two different amounts of people, man. All right? All right, it says right here, they were fighting the womb. All right, it says Genesis 25:22, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am thus? And she went to cry out Yahweh, all right? So they fight, man. It says right here, Yahweh said, unto the two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separate from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. All right. All right. So there you go. All right. So that's why you never go. Like I said in Wisdom of Solomon, he says, "What you're contrary unto the other." All right, we're total opposites, man. They're gonna never get along, right? Just like Jay gonna never get along with Esau here in America, man. You got people talking about, well, let's have a talk. Well, yeah, we've been talking for the last 528 years, man. All right, two different people, man. All right, it says right here, Wisdom Psalm chapter 2, verse 12. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. He is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraid us with our offender law, all right? And objected to our infamy, the transgression for education, right? Because right, we're two different people, man. Plus, you're teaching lies, right? Especially who are the children of Israel, and being slick, and because people today is stupid. I mean, I just have to tell it like it is. All right, they never thought to look up the meaning of Jewish and Israeli, or look up the scripture, see do the scripture match up to see those people that call themselves Israelis are the actual Israelites or the Jews of the Bible, which they are not, and particularly you stupid Christians. They're among our people and among these heathens, man. And the other day, about 5 days ago, you had some so-called Negroes, Judah followers of vocab alone, saying that the Israelites, they obey the laws of God instead of obey the laws of, they could say Jesus, but we call him Yahweh Shai, his correct name, right? Because there was no J in the Hebrew alphabet back then. There was either no U or no E either. All right, so that's a cut for you people, man. All right. So hey, your Jesus was taken away. You Christians said, "Don't take my Jesus away." Well, Jesus got took. All right. So his name is Yahweh Shai. All right. He's born in the nation of Israel from the tribe of Judah, which is Yahweh. That means Yahweh the thanks. Right. All right. So you people, you just ignorant, man. All right. But this it. I'm gonna end it right here, man. All right. It's a blessing to people. They get real scam. All right. All right. But anyway, all right. This is a blessing, man. That these people get out of there, man. Most about to destroy their land with thermonuclear destruction, man. All right. That's the upside up. The upside up. Then the other upside up, people getting restored back to that land, man. All right. So hope you've been edified. Oh, one more thing. I just want to show you all. Dang, I almost forgot, man. Hold on.
The world, the character of Israel. All right. Well, I would like to thank you for joining us and kind of giving us some background about your community. I also want to just quickly ask, are we seeing a movement of Hebrew Israelites, black Israelites outside of the country who are interested?
Again, we're not black, right? They keep trying to attach their word on us, man, right? All right, our skin is brown, man. All right, it's not black.
Coming to Israel still? I think every Israelite around the world, not just black ones, but white ones, are interested in coming to Israel. The world is in such turmoil. I think it also.
You see right here, she said black, right? Like I said, we're not black. Our skin is brown. Then our people come in different shades of brown, and also our people look like other nations, because they've been around the world. But guess what? You are the seed of your father. According to Numbers chapter 1 verse 1, Numbers chapter 1 verse 18. All right, your mother don't change your nationality. All right, your nationality go by your father. All right, and this I brought this out my video before, but this the spirit had me keep it. Right, this is from a book about Jake coming over here, because now you got these black only Israelites who don't know their history, who like to say that the so-called Native Americans are Israelites. But I got to do another video. All right, this guy named what his name, Lights, Thoughts, and Action. Can't remember what the heck his name is, man. He bugged out his man. He need to cut his braids. But anyway, this is page 242. The book they came before Columbus. Talking about the Judah off the west coast of Africa. It says right here. It says the Portuguese raid for slaves on the Ghana coast in 1444. For example, the records when I don't say after these are like when Israelite captives in the mid 15th century were exposed for sale in logs of Portugal, it was truly a thing astonishing to behold. For among them were some well nigh white, right? Meaning looking like her. But guess what? They are the seed of their father, man. All right, looking like her or somewhat like her. All right, that she's not white. Her skin is translucent. Flesh and blood showing the red, all right? But anyway, it says some were well nigh white, other was black Ethiopians. All right, meaning dark skin like him. All right. So that's what he meant. He said white. He's talking about white Israelites. All right, just showing our people it's not gonna look the same. You already see your fault. This ain't a black or white thing. This is an Israelite. This is an Israelite thing. This is a Israelite awakening, man. All right. Okay. That's what this is about, man. All right. So, like I said, Romans 8:16, our spirit bear witness that we are the children of Israel, man. All right. So, I hope you've been edified, and most high willing, next time, shalom.